Hi guys, it's me, Andrea. I'm having just a play today. I try some stuff I bought. That's now 2 weeks ago, but that was the day after I bought all my new stuff from Stamping Fair, and yeah, I spent quite a bit of money. But that was one part. I bought this dice, this letter dice. I don't have this really big one, so I bought them, and I cut something out, the title of this page already, and I thought, that looks great. I might use that as a stencil, and I put some gesso on first. Had a resist in my mind, working with distress inks, but then I thought, having this stencil. It's a stencil made with my die cuts. I spray through it and use my mixed media sprays, but now after 2 years, they're partially clogged up. I don't use them enough. That's always a problem, I should clean the nozzle after I used it. Yeah, it's the way you treat your stuff. Okay, now I wanted to have some white back on my page, and I use my fingers with some gesso and go in and use my stencil again with black paint. That's dilution paint. And what I discovered, not all, but a lot of my dilutions are now not only this pudding like, they had these problems, and I have 4 or 5 there like pudding, and from the old ones, and you can see that here, and of 6, I can't remember, and partially dried ones, and yeah. So what I will do, I love this paint. It's the colors are so fantastic, but I'm so fed up with this, and so that's why I thought I will use them up now in the next whatever I need, how much time I need, and I won't get new ones. It's a shame, but can't change that. So it wouldn't be bad with them being dry. You can spray water into and reactivate them. But with this pudding stuff, you can't get them back into how they were. So okay, so that's one of my stem set I got from that stem fair, and it is set from Seth Apter. Quite like this guy and his art, really good. So it's just playing around with them, trying them, have a look how they look, and that's all. It's all about when you get new stuff, isn't it? So I quite like this stamp. It's really good, and I put it on the bottom and right and left to balance it nicely out. You won't see that much afterwards when I finish the page, but that's the process. So that's why I always say it's a process. If you see something afterwards or not, I don't know yet. So what I do here, I put the letters back into my stencil just to get them painted on. I wanted to paint on them, and it's so much more convenient doing it in this way. Of course, you have to work on the edges, but it's much quicker this way. So I used the grey because I thought that might be a good idea. Wasn't. First a bit of splatters to get some white back, and but the grey was not really showing up on that background. The background is pretty busy with all the colors. So here I edge the letters with a black ink pen, but it doesn't make them so much more visible. So, and you can see here, of course you can see them, but I wanted them to be much more visible, and I glued them down already. Okay, it's not a problem, but it makes it more difficult to get another layer of color on top. But it works, it's half the fun doing this, changing your mind, and putting some differently onto, and come on. I'm using gesso here. I put this 2 good layers on top, and the the funny thing was, after I finished and everything was back on the page, or on that lettuce, I thought that's too white now. So I had this little stamp laying around next to me. It's a brick stamp. I have this tiny giveaway, or this freebie from a magazine stamp set, and I thought that might be a really good idea, stamping on it. Yeah, it made it not that visible again. But I will leave it like that. I really like it. It's quite pretty. It's quite pretty, and but this brought me actually to the next thing. This bricks. They first, I go around with the black Posca, and that makes it a bit more visible again. But these bricks, for example, they reminded me of something and brought me back to the next subject. To get sorry, I have to kick the dog out. He's bothering me. sorry. Yeah, the Froschkönig, as we say in German, Frog King, and I had this napkin since a long time, and I thought about what inspired me was this bricks, because of the princess was sitting on and losing her golden bowl into, and then the frog, and so on and so on. You know the story. That's why I used it, and with the colors, of course, it's perfect for that green background. So what I do here, I mark the area where I want to put that piece down, and gesso it to make it more visible. Otherwise the napkin is really not very visible, and to treat it like a tissue paper with the gesso on the reverse, it doesn't work good with napkins. It destroys the napkin. They are so delicate little things, so that's why I do it like this. And with this chalk, I do this line in, or the line up there with chalk. You can remove it easily afterwards, so that's always a good trick when you want to mark something but you don't want to keep the marks. Okay, so I'm getting some liquid medium down, and glue the napkin, and after it is dry, I go over with some sketchy lines to work it into the background, that it looks more organic and more as it was always on that page. And I think it's the last thing. No, I will do more, but this is the edging here with black acrylic paint to finish, to close the page. What I do here is, of course, the crown needs a bit of sparkle here with my sparkle pen, a bit on the crown, and I was a bit of black missing, and I used this Nuovo drops for that, and some drops here and there, and that's it. That's my finished page. I hope you like it. The close-up is coming now. I really had a lot of fun playing with my new stuff, and I think there's quite a cute little page that has developed through that, so I hope you like it, and if so, please leave me a thumbs up and even a comment. That would be fantastic. You can share my video if you like, or if you know someone who would like it, who might like it. Thank you for that, guys, and I hope I will see you soon with my next video. Have a fantastic time, and I'm here next time in 2 days. So see you then. Bye bye. Have a great time. Bye bye. Tschüss Leute, habt eine gute Zeit. Tschüss.